So hello guys, in our previous video we have created a variation model for these products, you can choose a color and size from here. Okay, and in our request.get you can see this color and size that we have selected. Okay, so now this red, yellow and green, and also this size, small, medium, large, is fixed, like it is static. So we want to make it dynamic. Okay, so let's go to our this product detail page. Inside this product detail page, this we want to make this options dynamic. Okay, so we will use a loop, for loop here. So let's go to here, and just below this select use a for loop for I in single product dot single product dot variation variation set dot all. Okay, what is happening? Variation set dot all. Okay, and we will end this for loop just before this select, and we don't want these two options, just keep one option. Okay, and here this value read, just remove it, and also remove this, and use here I dot variation value. Okay, and so this same variation value we will use in our value. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so this is same as previous. Okay, we haven't changed this size, so just have a look on this color. So you can see guys, red, green and XL is there. So this is because we have taken this variation set dot all. So what this variation set dot all, let me explain it, let me explain guys. So let's go to this variation set. So basically this variation set dot all is Django's reverse relation feature. Suppose you have this model class variable which is inside our model store models. So we have this class variation. Okay, and inside that we have this product and foreign key of this product. Okay, just remember guys, when we use this variation set dot all like this, underscore set dot all. Okay, so when this is only used when there is a foreign key connection. Okay, so here you can see we have product foreign key inside this class variable, so that's why we can use this type of method. Okay, this is Django's inbuilt method. Suppose you have this model variation product. Okay, how one variation belongs to one product. One product can have many variations. So you can see guys in our let's go to our admin panel. Admin panel, inside our this variation, inside this variation model we have all the variations for one product. For this RX and blue shirt we have size XL, and also for that same product we have color green. For that same product we have color red. So in short, one product can have many variations, but uh, one one variation belongs to only one product. Okay, What does this means? Basically it is saying that we this inside these products we have many variation in for this single shirt, like it can be any color and it can be of any size. Okay, but this one variation can only be for a single product. Okay, like inside this first object, this size XL is only for this product. Okay, so Django automatically creates a reverse connection from product to variation. That automatic reverse name becomes variation set single product dot variation dot set. Okay, give me all so basically it means that give me all variation objects connected to this product. Okay, uh, basically we are filtering this product, but for this product if we have opened this product then we are basically filtering this product from our variation table. Okay, it the variation can be anything, like it can be any size or any color, but product should be this RXN blue shirt because of this URL. This is the our product data URL. Okay, so just to remember this, guys. And give me all variation objects connected to this, but okay, imagine database content shirt red blue large. Okay, single products dot objects dot get id. So what this single product is, you can if you guys have a query regarding this single product, that what the freak is this single product, then let me open the store view. Here it should be inside this product detail. This single product contains this product dot objects dot get category slug, which has this category and this product slug. Okay, so basically this is what that we are opening. If we are opening this product, then the jeans would be category slug and this would be product slug, and that particular product, this ATX jeans, will be our single product. Okay, single product. So that was the thing. Let's go to this, go on this, and single product. So uh, inside this single product dot variation set dot all, we have a query set of what, like this, suppose this shirt has this RXN blue shirt has this three variation of size XL, color green and color red. The inside our this query set, inside this inside this query set we have all these three object. Okay, along with this variation. Product is same, but variations are different. Okay, and we are basically operating a for loop on that particular query set of different variations for the single product. So so I hope you guys have got this, and for this is very simple now. And I dot variation value means for the first product we have variation value XL, then here it would be like XL, and same here. Okay, and green and red, you can see here red green XL. Okay, so these all three variations are should be here inside this drop down. Why is inside this drop down? Because we have applied a for loop on this option, and what this option is basically this drop down. Okay, so don't get confused. So let's continue understanding this. Single product query set, it is basically equivalent to variation objects dot filter. uh, Product is equal to, okay, so it is basically we are filtering all the product which has this single product from our variation, from this variation model. Okay, Django internally does filtering using the foreign key. Why said? Because you did not define a custom reverse name. Okay, so if you don't want to use this kind of thing like underscore set, then you can also uh, mm, edit this like creating custom reverse name. Okay, so Django automatically makes model name underscore set. Model name, like we have this variation model, then variation underscore set here. Variation underscore set. This is by default. Okay, so you can see variation set, comment set, image set. So this what will be here before underscore, it depends on our model name. Okay, if you want a better name, related name, you can also define this related name inside a class variation. Now instead of this variation set, you can write variations dot all. This will also work. So let's just keep this for now. Okay, okay, so let's go to our website. So now we want to change this. Okay, we want to make some changes here. So let's go to our code, and about this for loop, just add another option, and value will be nothing, but just make it disabled and selected also. So not tick stored, but disabled. Why this is happening? Disabled and selected. So it what disabled means, uh, like you cannot select this one, and also selected. So when you refresh the page, it would be auto selected, but you cannot select that particular option. Okay, and if you want to write, we have to write anything like choose color or anything. Let's type choose color, refresh it. Okay, now it is looking perfect. Okay, you can see guys, you cannot select this choose color, but when you refresh or when you open any new product, this will be auto selected by Django. Why? Because we have written here selected and disabled. Okay. Mm, so when you not uh, when you will not select anything in this color and want to submit this add to cart button, uh, why this is giving so just here we have to add one code that is required, so that you cannot click this button without choosing color. Okay, please select an item in the list, so it will be required to select anything. Okay, so now what is happening here, color and size are there, but we want to separate both of them, like here it should only take a color and here only size should be visible. Okay, so let's make both of this dynamic. So we have to make changes in this code too. Okay, so here you can see set.all is written here. So because of that set.all, here we are getting all of the uh, that variations. Okay, so instead of getting all of that variation here, we just want only color variation here. Okay, inside this. So for that we have to change this code. Just remove this for now, and instead of that all, we have to write color. This colors is not defined yet, that we will define it in our views. So just write down for now. Choose color. Let's remove this choose color and select. And here variation value uh, lower, and here it should be like this. Cap first. So this lower means it will convert all the value here to the lowercase, and inside this it will convert all the values to the first that value as particularly first character capital. So you can see that if our value is red, then lower converts it to lowercase, and this cap first make first letter capital. Okay, so if hello is there, then hello is like this, and red if in small letters are there, then red will be like this. But just keep these things in your mind that this cap first only convert the first letter. Okay, so if you will give this kind of word, then it would be like this. Remaining letters will stay same. Okay, so let's go to this, and for okay select, okay, for loop is okay. Now let's go to this size, and here we will do the same thing like this, like this. So just remove all the stuff here and paste it. Now we will make some changes here to size. Okay, select is okay. Here instead of color, just use sizes that we are gonna uh, create in our views. Don't worry about this size and color for now. Single product variation. Okay, select value lower and this value kept first. Okay, okay. So I think it is perfect now. So let's here you can see currently it is not displaying any variations here. So let's fix this in our views. Sorry, not in our views, but we will go in our models. So inside our models.py, uh, we will create a new class that would be class variation manager. Okay, variation manager and models.manager. Just remember guys, this models.manager is also class. Okay, so basically this is parent class and we are inheriting all the methods and all the functions from this class to variation manager. For this is for all of our models like this product and this variation manager and this variation. Okay, so this models.manager is a class and it has some inbuilt method by Django. It is basically default by Django. Okay, so let's write this. So inside variation manager we will write two functions like this is colors and sizes. Okay, super variation, this is not needed I guess, variation manager self, but let's just remove this. I think this will this should work without this. Basically it is saying that this belongs to this current class variation manager and this self is referring to current object. Okay, if you learn object oriented programming very deeply, then you can understand these things easily. That's why OOP is very important for Python and Django, basically in any language. So now this super method means when you override any, this super method basically what do it is used to use any method from this parent class. Okay, it is basically used for accessing any method of this models.manager. So inside this models.manager we have this filter method and we are using this. That's it. Okay, mm, now we have created this variation manager class. Okay, but how to connect this class with our variation class? So for that we have to make a object for variation manager and this object is created inside this class. Just focus on my words guys, that these objects has been created inside this class, but This objects is instance of this class variation manager. So basically all of these variation managers methods, these colors and size that we can use for this object just like this, like objects dot colors. We can do this. Why? Because this objects is the instance of this variation manager, and this colors method is inside this class variation manager. So yeah, we can access this. Now let's check what happens in our website. I think we have some error. Core expectation for field error cannot resolve. Keyword is active and two field choices are. Mm, so uh, here it is saying cannot resolve. Keyword is active in two field. So this is active should be here, but we have only this is available. So let's make is here is available. Now let's check this. Still it is having error. Don't know why this error is happening. I think we have not applied that migrations. So just make this is available to is active. So now you can see guys that inside this color we have all the color variation, and inside this size we have all the size variation, and then it should work like this. Okay, so now let's go to the flow of this, that what is happening. Let me explain this from beginning. So basically inside this single product dot variation set, inside this we have our all the products. Okay, I mean all the variable for this current product until this. Suppose instead of color we previously had something like this all, and this contains all of the variation which this product has, but now we only want color variation. That's why we have written this. So what these colors do, so this colors is here, and basically it is a method inside this variation manager. Okay, so we have created a custom method, we can say. So this all was inbuilt method by Django, which was came from this models.manager. This models.manager has inbuilt method which is like all or get or filter. All of these methods are inbuilt in models.manager, but if we want to create a custom method, then we have to create this kind of class. And this inside this class, we are creating a method which is returning this filter variation category. Basically, what is happening here? So let's go to this and just uh, add it back to colors. And so inside this, what is happening? Basically, we are filtering that variations which has a category color and is active from uh, all of the variations of current product. Okay, I know it is very complicated, but you have to understand it. Once you got this, it will become very easy. So let me go to this, not this one. What was that? Let me just check this, guys, if it was important or not. All is function. Just remember, guys, you cannot use any kind of logic here. Like if you have a question that why we are not using here like filter and all, then it will not work. Let's check this variation category color. So then what will happen? You can see template syntax. So Django template language DTL limits this code. It has some limitation that we cannot use this kind of logic. So these all logics should be inside our views, and from views we can pass through a context like this. Okay, logic is in our views, and that variable should be passed through context, and then we can use in our detail template. Okay, so things like filter, get, calculation, condition, database queries are mainly done in views model managers, not in detail. Detail means Django template language. And one thing you can see, guys, you do not need make migration after creating a custom manager like this, because the managers do not change the database structure. If anything is changing the database structure, like there is any interruption made in our database by any class, then we have to run this make migration command. Otherwise it is fine. Okay, migrations are needed only when you change database related things like adding, removing field, changing field type, creating data model changes. Okay, example, that is not necessary right now. Let's close this. So let's go to this. What is here? You cannot custom. mm, so basically this line is connecting our variation manager to variation. Okay, now Django replaces the default manager with your custom manager. Django has a default manager like this models dot model is default manager by Django, default class. Okay, so uh, now we have written this, but Django has something like this, like models dot model. So when we haven't written anything like this, it has inbuilt objects is equal to models dot model inside it. Okay, but this is not visible because it is inbuilt. So when you create any new manager like this still you can use all the methods of this models dot model. Okay, still we have access for all the methods from this, and also the methods of this is added. Okay, now Django replaced the default manager with your custom manager, so now you can do variation objects color. Now you can use these colors. Okay, variation object size, workflow variation object, use variation manager colors, calls your custom method inside manager, super dot filter variation model data. So internally it works like select all from variation, where variation category is equal to color and is active true. So basically what this colors means is explained here. Okay, it means here these things will contain all the variation. Okay, you got this single product means shirt. Our shirt is open now. uh, this RX and blue shirt means single product. Variation set means all the variation like this for this RX and blue shirt, all these three variation. So till now it has three variations, but from that three variation we want only uh, that kind of variation which has a category color and is active is equal to true. Okay, you can see colors is returning filter variation category color and active true. So instead of this super you can use self. Why? Let's try this. Okay, it is working guys. See, because self is referring a current object here. This is our current objects. So basically what is happening, uh, let's go to this. Basically what is happening, uh, this variation set dot all is what, which it is equivalent to this. Okay, this variation, this thing variation underscore set dot all, this before we had all. Okay, so basically it was similar to this, or we can say this. Okay, And now what is happening, that all replaced that with these colors. Okay, so with colors, now what is happening, instead of this all, basically it is something like this, variation dot objects dot uh, objects dot colors. Okay, colors. So inside this colors, why this is equivalent to this these things, variation dot objects, until this already. Okay, and now these colors will be like this. So this, inside this color we have something like this, filter variation category. So you can understand it like this. If you want to replace colors, you can use the filter here. Variation dot objects dot filter, variation category is color and is active true. This self mean this object. You just see guys, the object is the this objects is object of this class. So these objects can use method called colors method, like this. Okay, it is normal OOP concept. So that's what we are using here. So that color, instead of these colors, basically we are instead of this self, basically we are replacing objects here, objects dot filter, objects dot filter. So what this means, basically we are filtering variations from this variation table, which has a variation category is color and is active is equal to true. Okay, category color and active true. Okay, so if you don't want to uh, remember all this stuff, you can do one more thing, like just go to your views, and inside your view add this code, this kind of code, like this colors variation. Colors is equal to variation dot objects dot filter. Okay, this is basically what we have written here. Okay, and just pass these colors and sizes here inside this context, and also we have to import a variation. Let's import it here, variation. So now what is happening, inside this product detail view we have colors and sizes. So we are basically saying that from variation table, from variation objects, filter that objects which has a product of this single product. Inside this single product we have this shirt. Okay, so that for that single product, uh, and variation category is color. For this shirt, category should be color, and this shirt should be there from all of the variation. Same for the sizes, and pass it to in the context. Okay, so now let's comment this out inside our models.py. We don't want this stuff, just comment out this all the stuff. And inside our product detail, now see, we have passed these colors and sizes in the context. So inside these colors and sizes we have all the logic, from our view. So just use these colors and sizes here. Instead of writing all the logics here, all this long stuff here, just remove and just use colors and sizes. Now let's check what happened. It should work, and it is working, guys. It is working. So it is very easy. In my point of view, this method is very easy, but we have to learn this because it is important as well. So let's go back to our old traditional method that you and me both don't like, I know. Let's check. Okay, it is working. So it I think you got all the things. Let's go to this again. Now instead of products, all mm, variation without connecting it, like custom method not work. Like gives model manager like this. You can see, guys, by default Django automatically gives every model manager like this, model star manager. So internally Django behaves almost like this. We can't see this, but it has this code. Okay, that default manager only has normal methods like all, filter, and get. When you write this, you are replacing this models.manager with this. Okay, so with your own custom manager, and so now uh, variation.objects.color work because object is no longer a normal manager. This instead of this color, before this manager, before this color, we only have had that all, get, and filter method with objects, but now we have colors. Why? Because of this manager. Okay, because of our custom created manager, which is this variation manager. Inside this colors and size, we are defining methods for our object. It is now your custom variation manager. Think like default objects, models manager, and custom variation manager. Okay, and since variation manager inherits from models.manager, you can see, guys, that Our variation manager is also inherited from this model store manager. So main parent of all of this class is model store manager. So it still has all normal methods too, like that all and filter and get. Okay, plus your custom methods here. Colors and size will be additional. What is inside this object becomes an object. Your custom manager class instance. All the same stuff is here. Parent class is model store manager. Child class is variation manager. Object instance or objects. That's why you can do variation objects dot all and filter color sizes, because objects is an instance. This instance means object. Okay. Inherited Django's manager. Okay. Normal Python example. Normal Python example is employee manager. Developer is method. Employee is class. Object. So it is the same as this. We have two method. This has two method. One method is inside first. This colors inside this first class. Okay, and this objects is inside this class. This class. So compare this guys. Now employee.objects.developer. Employee.objects.developers. So employee manager is class. Object is objects is this objects is object of employee manager. Okay, exactly same concept as Django. So why this employee? Because we attached inside the employee class. So you can see this object is attached inside this employee. Here this object is also attached inside this variable. If it is something like this, then it would be outside of our class, but it is inside the class. Okay, so Python store that manager object as a class attribute of employee. So it will become attribute of this class variation dot objects. Okay, that's why we can access it like object employee dot objects. Yeah, think of it like school principal, school dot principal. It is just normal, it will become just normal attribute of the class. So what is here? Filter, get, all, exclude, create, all this is inbuilt methods. So let's go to this super method. Our current code is like this. Filtering query set super parent class. So super means we are basically using a parent class method. So if if we had a filter method inside this form color function, inside this, suppose we had something like this filter, uh, 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 not like this, but like this. So now what will happen? Let me delete. I think this it has that example. Super dot filter. Here is the example. So we have this class, and inside this class we have a method called a work, and we have another class, and which is inherited from this employee, and this class also have this same work method, but both of this will print different thing. So this test one is calling the work method, and this test2 is also calling work method, but here you can see self.work means it will call a work method inside this manager. So it will first find if the work method is inside this manager or not. If this work method will not found in this manager, then it will goes to uh, this parent class. But this super dot work means that this work is will run this work method, like directly it is going to parent class. Let's check the output. M is the object of manager, and m dot test one, m dot test one means m dot work, and m dot work means this manager working. Okay, and m dot test2 means m dot work, but this work is this work, and m dot work, and inside this employee m dot work means employee working. So self dot work means current class version, and super dot work means parent class version. So that's why we always use super. It uh, it has worked for now. Why? Because we don't have any other filter method inside this VariationManager class. That's why it worked. But always use super dot filter. Mm, I don't think it is important. Just close this. Attribute error. Okay, what is the error type? Object super has no attribute filter. Okay. Super, I think we have to use like this. So now it is perfect. Okay. So now it is a get request. So we want post request. So inside this form, I think method post and user that CSRF token. Always use this CSRF token while you using this post method. And inside our views, uh, let's go to uh, our add cart. We are basically clicking add to cart. So go to cart views and add cart. Here just use if request or method is post, then color size this and just remove this so that we can add products to cart. And for debugging, let's check, let's print color and size in our terminal. So now let's see what happens. Let's add more colors, more color variation for this shot. Color black, and size I want to add is mine medium. Medium black, add to our multi-value. Why it is happening? Okay. Here we have to use a post. Now what is happening? So you can see our product has been added to cart, and inside our terminal you can see black and M is here, guys. Why this black and M is in this small case, small letters? Because of this, guys. Lower and cap first. I mean this lower. If we remove this, what will happen? Let's check. So we have basically removed lower for our color, and let's add it to cart. uh, what happened, bro? What have I done? Okay, so this is because we haven't any variation for this product. which is this ATX chains. So for ATX chains we have only size medium, but let's add a color green. Now refresh it, green, medium, and see we have a first capital letter in this green, and let's see what happens now. But we have this lower, just delete it, refresh it, green, medium. Now let's go to, you can see why this is small. Mm, remove this and check this again. Don't know what is happening. Just forget about these things because it is not that much important. Okay, so just have a look on these guys. If we remove this lower and select black, then it will be like this black. But if we keep lower and then again add black, then you can see it is in small letters, but it was not working for green, don't know why. But I think we have added this black recently, that's why it is working now. But green was added in our previous video, so I think it has something like that we have to add a new, it should be applied on our latest variations or anything, don't know. But just let's keep video to this and we will move further in our next video. If you have any query, then just comment down and I will solve your all doubts if I know. Otherwise I will research and solve, definitely will solve your doubts. So see you in the next video, and I think I had completed covered all the topics that I wanted to. Okay, so see you in the next video.